Hi, I'm Blake Gruneweg with CFE. It's Field Friday today, and today we're going to go over how to use Climate FieldView and the aerial imagery and the app in the field to discover problems we are seeing here late season. Today we're going to use the imagery to guide us into the field here and find some problems that arise from corn rootworm issues in a corn-on-corn field. In the meantime, we'll also be looking at areas of non-very productive soil that we may want to look at to do some variable rate prescriptions on next year. We'll mark the areas using the field pins in Climate FieldView to reference these points later on in the growing season and next year as we make our plans for next year's crop. As we look at the screen from the app, you'll see we're on the edge of the field, ready to walk into this field to investigate what is going on in the red areas. And to verify these areas first before we walked into the field, we took the drone and flew it up in the air to see what we were dealing with. From the aerial images, we can see that there's pockets of down corn in several areas of this field. We'll be going out to these areas to verify what is actually happening in these spots. But first, let's take a look how Climate FieldView's platform operates. Sometimes the first image we get, or that we see in the Climate FieldView app, is a vegetation image. This image is giving us the consistent values of biomass throughout the field. So the field can look very green in spots. It could also look shades of yellow, identifying some more significant variability. But overall, this is to give you a comparison of earlier dates to later dates, whether or not vegetative indexes are actually rising throughout the season. The second image you get is the scouting image. When you jump into the scouting image, you'll notice that there is green, yellow, and red colors. Based off the vegetation image, you need to decide how big a variability there actually is in this field. The scouting image will always cut up the vegetative index into 5 different colors, highlighting the very top and the very bottom in the field. So there could be little to no differences at all out there, or very extreme differences. If you go back to the vegetative index, the very extreme differences are probably going to be in your lighter yellows and oranges or grays to blot things out. One other thing you need to look at is the true color. The true color image gives us an actual image of the picture taken. You need to look at this to verify if there's any cloud formations blocking out the area. While we do our best to always clip out cloudy images, a few sometimes can get through. So if you see something that really doesn't match, the true color may show what's actually going on. Using the GPS in our iPad, we were able to walk out to one of the red areas in the field here. We then came across some pockets of down corn. And as we looked at the corn, we noticed a lot of the roots have been eaten off by corn rootworm, and it is severely lodged. Now that we're out to this area in the field, we dropped a field pin, took a picture, and made some notes to note this area of the field looked this way because of corn rootworm damage. As we move through the field, going to our next area of interest, we noticed that this pocket, even though it was red on the map, was lighter soil. You can see the corn here is much shorter and suffering from drought stress. We are marking this with our field pins in our app and noting it as an area to cut back on population for variable rate planting next year. Now you might be asking yourself, why would I pick Climate FieldView to be my source for an imagery provider? Well, one of the major benefits that Climate offers is it is able to grab your planting information and your harvest information and sprayer information and nitrogen information and bundle it all into one app. So as we're walking through the field here today, we'll change the screen over into split view, which is only available to FieldView Plus users. We can now see our population and our field health image in the same screen. This can help us draw more conclusions to how bad some of these areas are for pulling back our population. The Climate FieldView platform will help you stay more organized and get your digital information all in one place. To get your free Climate FieldView Prime account, go to climate.com. And in the top right hand corner, click Get Started to get your account set up. After you've created your free account, connect to your local CFE agronomist to be able to share weather information, scouting information, back and forth between each other on your free account. When you upgrade to a Plus or Pro user, utilize your local CFE agronomist to help you with ordering and purchasing of the other tiered products. This has been Field Friday with Blake Gernowig. See you next week.